So what do they call you?
Call me Splash, but a lot of my partners, my hood name is Rasta though. But I go by Splash now.
What are you incarcerated for, and how long is your sentence?
They gave me 15 years with 85%, and I'm incarcerated for robbery. 211.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Where are you from out here in the streets?
Southeast San Diego. Sure.
Do you or did you belong to any type of gangs or groups or organizations?
Yeah, I was formerly, Skyline Park, O'Farrell Park gang member. My blood. Alright. Yeah, my name is DeAndre Martinez. I'm from Southeast San Diego. I grew up on the streets of San Diego. A lot of difficult, things in my environment, caused me to do things and lash out in ways that, normally, you wouldn't normally lash out, and I ended up in prison. This is not the place to be, Honestly, to be honest with you, I've learned a lot during this process and through everything that I've been through in prison, through the 13 years that I've been in prison, but there's better ways, you know what I'm saying? I feel like this is not the place for anybody. Not for my worst enemy. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. But yeah, this is not good for anybody. And I think I'm leaving here with a better understanding of life and myself. But like I said, there's better ways, and I think this ain't where it's at right here. And I hope that anybody who's listening to this knows that, if you think that you have to do something a certain way, to look good or look cool, that's not, it might land you in this situation that I'm in, a position I'm in. Just take it from me. This is not where it's at. You do not want this. Believe me. That's not it. Can you hear me?
All right, Splash, sir, man. So you're currently serving a 15 to 85 year sentence, correct?
15 years with 85%.
Now, bro, that seems like a hell of a lot of time. Can you break down your charges real quick?
Yeah, well, I got 211 the robbery. They gave me 4 years, or 5 years for that one. I got dissuading a witness, 4 years for dissuading a witness. They gave me another 4. This has gotten ran concurrent, right? Another 4 years for assault with a firearm, and that was ran concurrent. Then I got 10 years for the gun enhancement, and that 10 years is really what did it. That was the sticker. But the 5 for the actual robbery that I got, and the 10 for the gun enhancement, that made it 15 years. And 15 with 85% is 12 to 13 years. And I'm on my 13th year right now, so I'm eating this.
Oh, bro, man. That's a hell of a lot of time that you got right there, bro. Can you go ahead and let these youngsters know, man, about these enhancements? They don't know about these gang enhancements, about these gun enhancements, and all these other enhancements that will attack on 5, 10, 15 years. It's insane.
Oh yeah. Let me say, man. First of all, the enhancements is what's getting us. To be real, like, they don't give about the crimes. They don't care about the crimes. The crime is secondary. They're trying to get you with them enhancements. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got caught with one of my relatives, and we from the same hood. They were trying to tack on an extra 20-year gang enhancement, and that would have been like 40 years, 30 years, something like that. If actually I would have got hit with that gang enhancement, dealing with 3 people is a gang in California. So yeah, them enhancements ain't no joke. The enhancements is really what they got. Enhancements that's life. But I got a low enhancement. That 10-year enhancement, that's nothing compared to what they're just passing out. They passing out 100-year enhancements. So yeah, I got a 5-year base term, which is very small sentence. 10-year enhancement. That shit just kills me.
So you got more time for the enhancement than the actual crime itself.
Yeah, hell yeah. I got more time for the enhancement than I got for the actual crime. I'm doing all enhancement time. I've been down. I'm 8 years past my actual base term. I'm just doing all enhancement time right now. That's it. Yeah, so I remember my first time going to my hood. My first time going to my hood, I was with my cousin. His name is Tiny Tipsy Roo, and we had got a call that it was a function. This is before I was banging. I wasn't banging at nothing. I was like 13, probably 13 or 12 or 13 or something like that. And I got a homie. His name is Reddy Bo. We were supposed to get picked up that night, but he ended up getting on the Charlie. So, we have a Charlie line. It's a blue line. It goes through all the hoods in San Diego. You know what I'm saying? It goes through the neighborhoods. It goes through Lincoln Park. It goes through West Coast. And it stops. The last line stops where I'm from. My hood is Canto, And in Canto, we share a hood basically with Skyline, but Skyline shares the hood with Encanto. And like they're funking like something crazy out there. At that time, there was.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
They're funking like something crazy, but the first night that I was actually out there chilling in my hood, me and my cousin got jumped. Me and Tiny Tipsy Roo got jumped. You feel me? And the function was up the hill. You feel me? But we didn't get a chance to make it to up the hill that time, and we got jumped pretty bad by some Mexicans. But we ended up getting jumped that night, and before you know it, the police pulls up. We get snatched up. I ended up going to juvenile hall. Now, I didn't start banging until I got out of juvenile hall. I met a couple of my homeboys in juvenile hall. You know what I'm saying? I met my homie Jay Sav. I met another one of my homeboys, Heavy Sackadollar Rule, Young Knees. And these are like solid homies that I actually ended up for a long time. Like, these was my boys. These were my aces. You know what I'm saying? T-Rule, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't like savvy to my hood, you know what I'm saying, until after I got that first juvenile hall run, you know what I'm saying. So, I met my homies in juvenile hall at 1800, Kearney Mesa. I went to Campo for like 21 days in that situation. They told me to come to my hood. So I'm living in East San Diego at the time, you know what I'm saying, and I really didn't know too much about where I was from until I ended up starting. I was one of those individuals who had to start it, like, I had to get my reputation up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have family from my hood, the area I'm from. I got a few cousins that's from my hood, but I didn't have family from my hood, you know what I'm saying? So, at that point, I became like a real, like, I became like a demon. I ain't even gonna lie. I was like one of those people who I really didn't like to fight. So I would smoke a lot of sherm, and I would go out there, and I would be like that person that you did not want to run into in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really didn't like drinking because of my mother. She has a drinking problem, and that was like a everyday at home thing for me. So when I went to the hood, it was like an escape. It was like a release. And where I'm from, you gotta fight. Just coming in, you gotta fight, and leaving, you gotta fight. And that's just how it was in my hood. You feel me? And that's what it was. I was like a real, like, I was the person that they used to call when they were doing put-ons. 4 or 5 put-ons. I would fight like 4 people at once. So it looked like I'm getting put on every time, but I'm really the one doing all the damage, you know what I'm saying? But that's how it was. That's how it was growing up where I'm from. I lost a gang of friends. I think the one that really like hit me, that hurt me, was my homegirl Kiwi. I lost my homegirl Kiwi, and Courtney. Kiwi and Courtney, two very different people. But Kiwi is my homegirl. She was a hoe, but she was really from my hood. You know what I'm saying? She was a prostitute. She was a young prostitute, and she used to sell herself. You know what I'm saying? With one of my cousins, her name was Tia. But Courtney is my homeboy, and I lost him back in 2009. I think 2009. I was like 16. I lost him in 2009. But my best friend, she was like my best friend, Kiwi. I lost her. She got stabbed up in the hood. I mean, I lost her like early on, probably like 2006, around when the time my homie Baby Sleep died. Yeah, those two really like that touched me right there, like for real, like that really like that changed the way I pushed and I moved. Like, you know, you can't really walk around where I'm from. You gotta be in like vehicles and things. You never catch me on foot out there.
Do you know why there was this this racial tension, this war going on within Incarceration?
Oh, hell yeah, I know why. It's because we was like this. Oh, my bad. I shouldn't say all that. But it was over a female. I know personally why Skyline in Incarceration was pumping. It was behind a woman. It's crazy because she wasn't Mexican or black. She was a Filipino girl. And so from what I know and from what I've seen was I got a homie named D. Frank.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
And my homie D. Frank, he's Filipino. He has his whole family is Filipino, and you know, his auntie. I ain't gonna say her name, but she's resting in peace. And I mean, we really like, you know, we really love her, but she was dealing with some individual out there on the other side on with the 13s, with the Encantos, you know what I'm saying? She was dealing with that individual, and it wasn't sitting right with one of my homies, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, she was just like, she was doing her thing, you know, we ain't gonna speak on her because she's resting in peace at this moment, but she was one of those, you know, she was doing her thing. But she was doing her thing, you know what I'm saying? And it just happened to be that my homie fabricated a story, you know what I'm saying? D. Frank fabricated a story that wasn't actually true, but things happened, and the funk still remains. Like it's still like, you know, but we not shooting and killing each other like that, you know what I'm saying? But what we are doing, the war, is like when we catch each other, we you know what I'm saying, it's phased on site, we fighting on site. And, you know, it's other, you know what I'm saying, things that we do, but mainly when it first started, because this is in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about this that happened is in the 80s, but my homegirl, you feel me, she was fast, you feel me? She was out there doing her thing, she was living her life, and her brother wasn't feeling that. My brother's a real notorious, you know what I'm saying, individual from Skyline. And yeah, that's how they started bumping, and that's how most, you know what I'm saying, it usually happens. That's how most beefs happen in hoods. It's usually over a female or so, some type of money debt being paid. But that's what happened in that war. That's why that's the way it is.
You know, it's crazy that you mentioned that, because I've heard of neighborhood wars starting, like you just mentioned, because of a female. You know,
yeah.
Crazy, man.
Yeah.
You know, some of these females,
females
will set you up. Some of these females will straight make you think.
You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'd have been in situations. I know for sure. Yeah.
What do you mean?
I've been in situations where I done been. I've been in situations where I done been in the wrong area at the wrong time, and I had to either talk my way out of it or get active. You feel me? And a few times I have gotten active behind slipping and being out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's basically what it is. You out of bounds.
How does that feel, man? You know, well, I'm pretty sure you yourself thought, you know what, damn, man, me myself, I may get caught any day now. You know, is that something that you ever came to terms with yourself? Like, did you ever think about that?
Yeah, nah, definitely. I still feel today, like I said, like one of the most recent things that's happened to me was some people, which my sister described to me as gang members, hit her up on Instagram, and like they put my date right there. Like if they invited her into like a group chat or something like that, and they put my date, my actual date. My sister's asking me like, what does this mean? I'm like, I don't know. Looking at it, I'm like, oh, that's my release date. So I know they waiting for me. Somebody waiting for me.
It seems like the phone's about to hang up on us.